Good morning, one. I hope you guys are having such a good day. We've already started off so well today. We had breakfast at Red's and it was absolutely fantastic. It's the same place, if you guys didn't see yesterday's video, it was the same place that we went to yesterday. But today I had a veggie omelet and I added ham. One of the other girls had ham and it looked very, very good. I love a pork, a meat, a ham situation. And so I had the veggie omelet and then I added I added ham. It was fantastic. It was probably the best omelet I've ever had. We have walked around the city a little bit this morning, kind of strolled around. It kind of seems that everything opens on a Sunday as of today, that everything kind of opens around noon. We had our first scheduled tour here at the beautiful Seven Gables. I'm kind of in the courtyard garden area just outside. Our tour is going to start here in a few minutes. This is something that everybody says is 100% worth it, and it is a guided tour. You can already tell it is beautifully done, has tons of information, so I will share all of that along the way. To be honest, I can't remember if this is one of the locations to where I can film or not, but if I can't film, I will share all of the details, everything I can, thoughts on it afterwards. But I'm excited to meet the guide, get everything started, and then kind of walk around the grounds and see everything, because it's beautiful. I don't know if you guys can see all the gardens here. There's different areas, even back behind me over here, and it's right on the water. So that's something that people don't realize when they come here, is that it is right on the water. So it makes it even more beautiful, and you can even just smell the ocean air. It's amazing. This probably is one of my favorite things. So we just finished the museum and the candy shop because they were literally across the street from each other, so it was just perfect timing for us to go and do that. We never had coffee this morning, so we were dying, and we saw Jawho's here, and you guys, it's actually very good. I've been struggling to find a good cup of coffee the entire trip. Even the girls have said the same thing. There's all these really cute, niche-y, boutique-y style coffee shops that are all over town that look so fun. A lot of them are packed. This one is a little bit down farther than, like, I don't know, like Boston Common, Essex Street. It's just a little off the beaten path, and it's actually really, really good. So I'm really thankful. I didn't order anything until the girls tried it, because I'm like, nope, I'm going to Starbucks today. I even tried Dunkin' the other day and it was not good. So, but we tried this and it was great. I just got a caramel latte. They had a ton of really good specialty and unique. They're all a little on the sweeter side for sure. So I had mine be less sweet, and I just got an iced caramel latte. It's very good. Still a little too sweet for me, but I do genuinely like a sweet coffee, but it's like candy sweets. But it was really good. A little bit about the museum. It was fantastic. Anything that I can tell you is like a number one recommendation when coming to these things, any kind of historical place that you're going to and you're wanting to kind of learn the history, definitely do things that are guided, you know, that you can actually be hearing from a guide, because the way that they present all of the information is kind of what makes it. It kind of amps up any information that they give you, anything about the history of the location, and it brings in so many personal details. I would highly recommend it if you're coming here. Even our walking tour guide, he's a high school teacher here in Salem. Both of our other two guides that we've had have both been high school teachers here in Salem, and you can tell they're just really passionate about it and they absolutely love it. And this is something that they say 10 out of 10 recommend definitely do here. So it's kind of cool. We also did, I don't know if you guys saw earlier, but we went to the witch trials kind of memorial, where all the benches for the witches, you know, or non-witches for the witch trials. It was pretty amazing. It was really cool. We saw it at night. That's actually where our tour ended, and then we were able to pick it up again this morning and kind of see it. You can go into the cemetery, but you need to have a reservation. But really, really cool. We are going to drop off our candies now, and then I think we have our new room. I'll get you guys that room tour here next. It's like almost every other video you guys are getting a room tour. We'll get you a room tour, and then we will we're gonna drop off our things and then go do a little bit more shopping. I kind of want to go and see some more of the historic houses. We also stopped at a cheese shop yesterday, which was amazing, and they ship. So I already told the girls for our Christmas vacation this year at my house, I picked 3 different cheeses that I'm gonna have them shipped to the house, and I'll make us a charcuterie board. But it was great. We have another like double tour. It's a trolley tour and then like a show tour that we have tonight at 6:30. So we're gonna do an early dinner. It's about 2 o'clock right now, so we're not quite hungry, but we need to get a little something a little bit more than coffee to hold us over till about 5 o'clock, if that kind of makes sense, because we need to grab dinner at peak time and then also have enough time to get to our first stop. So we're gonna kind of wrap everything up for the day, but I think we are gonna go grab some cheese, get a snack, and just kind of enjoy like our last day here. It's our last full day here in Salem, and it's just the weather is beautiful, the people are great, and it, like I said, it's a Sunday. It's much quieter today, and it is a huge difference. So I'll show you guys the cheese shop though, because and I'll show you exactly what I get and my things. Even when we do it this Christmas, I'll make it with you guys here on the channel, because I've never had cheese like this, like ever. And it's, I mean, I feel like I'm half Egyptian, so I've got to have different style of cheeses. Like my dad is really big into European cheeses and soft cheeses and firm cheeses. But then also my stepdad, you know, is very big into food. He was a chef, you know, it's his big thing. So I've been really lucky to try a lot of different things, but this knocks anything I've ever had in my life out of the park. It was amazing. So I'll show you guys that. I'll show you what we get for a little snack. They have some, I think, like a baguette that you can get too. It's amazing. But we're gonna, I think, like I said, drop off our stuff. I'll get you guys a room tour and then kind of head back into town. All right, it is room tour time. For reference, this is room 408. I want to give you guys a disclaimer here first. I don't want to show you the room quite yet. We had a little bit of a situation and a little bit of confusion with our reservation. We were supposed to be having a 2-bedroom or 2-bathroom room. The reservation got a little messed up. The hotel did a good job of accommodating. If you're curious of what the whole situation was, I kind of talked about it more in the first video of day 1 here in Salem. But what they had to do is on our last night, move us to a different room. We could have stayed in the other room the entire time, but having 2 bathrooms was a big deal for us. And for you guys, because I wanted to be able to share that. So our last night tonight, we had to check out this morning to go into a new room. And I know this is weird that you're just staring at the floor. But the reason why is because our last night, we agreed to then go ahead and move back to a normal room, normal 1-bathroom room. I wish I would have seen that room or given you guys a tour of that room, because if I can find pictures in that, I'll put it here on the screen. If not, enjoy the carpet. But we were then going to have to go back to a 1-bathroom. This room should be a 1-bathroom. This is not a 1-bathroom. I think this is a handicap room, because we have a bathroom over here, 2 queen beds like standard. The other room had like a little mini living room, but we also have a 2nd bathroom over here. Okay, so this room, like I said, is a handicapped accessible room. So I'm noticing that with the light switches here on this side, the bed seems about the same height as what it was before. It does have 1 chair where the other room had 2 chairs. I will link all of the other vlogs down below, but it's very unique. This is a huge bathroom, massive bathroom. Again, this is handicap accessible though, so handicap bathrooms do need to accommodate that space. So we have a nice sink here and stuff like that. Even this counter space is way more. Having this, I kind of wish we had this room the whole time, because it's way bigger. And then we have the toilet. And then, like I said, just like the other room, we have the 2 queen beds. This overlooks, oh, this is a way prettier view too. I'll kind of show you guys. It's really pretty. So Essex Street, for reference, is right here. So I think this street is actually going to be a little bit quieter now, but really a pretty view. You can see the church. You can still have, you know, people coming into the city. Really nice. A lot of light. I think the light is actually better in here. But then it also has a dresser here, a desk. This room is, like I said, way better than the other room. And then we have another bathroom here. Very similar to like a cruise situation. There's no sink or anything, but it has the tub. It has a shower. This is great. Having the extra space in here is actually great, because even if people wanted to just get ready with the mirrors, you have that with the outlets. A little table would be fine here, but they can't have that for wheelchair accessible. And then even the mirror is lower. So we could actually bring this chair, and if you like to sit and get ready that way, you have that. But this is actually really unique. I think we got really lucky. More storage over here. And note, this is a much bigger closet. So I think we got upgraded. It's not an upgrade. This is what can happen with, I believe it's their standard style rooms where it's just one bathroom, 2 queen beds. But let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think? They did move all of our luggage for us because of the confusion. The hotel's been really great about it. And of course, every hotel room, they've been giving us extra linens, but very unique view, very, very big. I think, like I said, this is actually a nicer room than our last room. Leslie and I are sitting here having some wonderful cheeses and crackers. The cheese shop was just getting ready to close, and we're like, you know what, we really, really want to go. We just kind of get caught up in the shops, in the street atmosphere, all the activities, all the houses. It's just so fun. But we're sitting back in the room, like right before we have to get going with our tour and that. And I'm just like, you know what, let's go. Or Leslie said, she's like, let's go grab some cheese. I'm like, yes, they were just getting ready to close. So look it's called the Aussie Magic. They also have fresh baguettes, but they were sold out for the day. So we just got some little olive oil crackers. It is amazing. We stopped here yesterday and did samples. It was so good. So if you want a little snacky situation, there's very little grab and go, quick service, food to go situations. This and like a really cool like vibey spot. We're right across the street from Red's where we had breakfast last few days. So good. out and I've already started to get cozy. We're gonna kind of wrap up the video. I'm gonna fill you guys in on everything that we went and did today. There was very few things that I could actually like film and share with you guys, so I tried to get as much as I possibly could, but it's really, really challenging because I wanna be respectful of their requests. Pictures are okay from what I'm understanding. There's a lot of pictures in that on different tours and trolleys and stuff like that that are okay, but they really just don't want the audio. It's the video audio that they really don't want. So I'm gonna go by their wishes. The trolley tour and the experience that we had tonight, I wouldn't recommend. If you're a big theatrical person, if you like theater a little bit more, like a little bit of fun play, but maybe a little scary. I don't know. It just wasn't my thing. I am also not a theater person at all. And it was very theatrical. There was no information, you know, I like a history portion, but I also went into it completely, I didn't read anything about it to be 100%. It was one of the things that we had signed up for. We kind of heard about it and stuff like that, and we're like, let's try it out. So, and it was kind of like a bundle type thing. So we got the show for like $10 when we signed up for the trolley. Also too, the trolley was essentially the same trolley and everything that we did on the first trolley ride. So I'll link that video, and like I said, the whole playlist and everything will be down below. Also, all the companies that I am talking about, the different trolley services, the different tours and stuff like that, that's literally everything you're gonna need to know specifically for going and booking your own stuff or referencing back is gonna be in that info box down below. Just hit the more info and it will pop down and literally give you links directly to the website that we book with. It was nice. The best thing about the trolley ride tonight is that it was a little cool at night perk, but our tour guides were just like 10 out of 10. Like they were above and beyond. We were all rolling on the floor laughing the entire time. It just literally gave us no information that we already had. If we didn't already do the daytime trolley, that'd be one thing, because we would have heard that spiel, you know, and that bit of information. Where the trolley that we literally heard tonight, we went on pretty much the same path. We went and did a couple other places, but it was almost identical. The only thing that made a difference, it was like different guides and different jokes, and they were like heavily joking tonight and like being more playful and stuff like that, so that was kind of fun. The difference though too, where they said title wise, it was supposed to be more of like haunts and ghosts, you know, and there was the same haunts and ghosts that we had in the other trolley. So I don't know, for thought. And the reason why I say the daytime one I really think was better is because we got to actually enjoy, and I can almost guarantee you, unless it's like a blackout for some reason, to be able to enjoy seeing the water. The water was beautiful on the first trolley ride, and we actually got a beautiful sunset tonight. I was trying to like show that as much as I can with just like giving you guys like a sunset view, and kind of, you know, cutting out all audio for that to where it's like, okay, I'm breaking in a little bit, but like you're getting nothing of the tour. I'm just showing you a sunset. That's basically all I kind of did. But I can't guarantee a beautiful sunset like that I got, because I was on one side of the trolley. I couldn't get like a perfect shot. To me, it's just better if you go during the day, because you can clearly see the water, and even if you're on the other side of the trolley, you can clearly see over and get a good picture and stuff like that. To me, it was just a little bit better. So that's just what I would recommend. Prices were about the same. Also too, dinner was really good. It was more of a chainy type place. It didn't feel as mom and pop, but it was good. All in all, it was, you know, it was a meal. It wasn't as good as half of the stuff that we've been eating on this trip, but it was fine. It was definitely fine. The food was fresh. It was a warm place to eat. Had a really good, you know, atmosphere, streetmosphere. I did. It was fine. But yeah, all in all, it was great. Final reviews on the resort or on the hotel. You're literally, the only reason I would recommend staying here is because of the location. The history and the hotel itself is beautiful. I will say having like the little cider and a restaurant here and stuff like that, that is a very good perk too. But 100% would really recommend this. If you plan on being, you know, Essex Street, if you want to be in on the fun, just like quick steps away, save on your steps, not having to take, you know, cabs and stuff like that and cars over wherever you need to go, or to definitely save on steps, or not have to use public restrooms, because in October that is a problem because it is the porta potties, and the porta potties are like overused from what we understand. We didn't experience any of that, but having it to like shopping, drop off our luggage, and that was a game changer. But it was a really, really fun trip. I'm probably not gonna be filming tomorrow, so this is gonna be our last video. I'm gonna be ending it here soon. We're gonna watch our face together. It was a really good trip. I will definitely say the food was absolutely awesome. I loved all the places. To be, you know, the one thing I will say here is it has a ton of really cool coffee shops. I didn't try all of the coffee shops, so we've tried, you know, just a couple. There is a Dunkin'. The Dunkin' I didn't even enjoy, to be honest. It wasn't the Dunkin' as good of a Dunkin' as I had back home. But at the same time, you're also in an area to where it has tons of people. It's like so crowded. It really wasn't that bad. But when you're in an area that is just pumping out product nonstop, that's gonna be really difficult, and that's gonna come through literally on everything, including a cup of coffee. We are gonna stop at Starbucks tomorrow, so I'll tell you on a different video, or even just put it on the screen here if it was better. If it wasn't any better, it tasted like a normal Starbucks, you know, I'll put that a little bit of information on here, but I'm anticipating it to be even a little less than a normal Starbucks because, like I said, everything is just getting pumped out. It's a lot on everybody. And things just taste different when you're away from home. So kind of take that into consideration. But all in all, super fun trip. I really enjoyed it. I do think that at some point, my kids may want to come back here, to be honest. I think that's going to be the only reason why I come back to Salem. Because honestly, we were really lucky and the girls really figured out the right places to go, the right places to eat, the right places to experience. I don't feel like I missed anything. There is definitely some architecture here in some of the houses and that. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll put it on the screen here again. It's a lot to try and remember everything, and I already have a hard time with remembering names, so that's why you're probably seeing me say I'm not here or I'm not remembering things, but the info is definitely there for you, like I said, down in that info box, and I'll try and put things here on the screen for you. But it was really cool. There's they have, you can tell, like they have a lot of standards in that with those houses. They have I feel like we were talking, like they probably have to or would want them to decorate a certain way, you know, definitely play up for the fun for the people that come here and that, because it was just the coolest vibe. Like, that's not the right way. It's like, it was just like the coolest, like old houses. They were over by the Ropes Mansion. It was just like this whole area that they really played up like the Victorian, you know, theme and the era of these homes. And you could even tell, like looking in, they were just absolutely beautiful, like absolutely beautiful. That's probably one of my favorite things that I got to see is just all the old Victorian homes here, because it was beautiful. But also note too, fun fact, a lot of these houses have been saved from being torn down and they've been brought in and relocated to different areas. So that's kind of part of the history things that you find on these trips, is they tell you little bits and pieces, because I would have never thought, I thought these homes would have just been here this entire time, and it's just been different. But really, really cool. I'm sure we'll talk about it again in another day, but I'm gonna end the video and go relax for the night. Enjoy, soak up this last bit of time I have with my friends before we head home tomorrow. We have a late flight out, I think at like, well, later than what I normally do, 5 o'clock tomorrow or so we fly back home. But it was a really fun time. I hope you enjoyed it. We will be coming back to Boston though, for sure. I have a lot of things that I still want to see in Boston. There's a lot we didn't get to. There's so much to explore that's like up my alley that I definitely want to go see. I want to go see Martha's Vineyard, Cape Cod, Nantucket, Newport, Rhode Island. Like there's so much over here that even just like on the water that I want to see. I want to go over to Harvard. There's a couple things that we just missed. It just didn't work out. So I'm really excited to like come back and redo this again. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna finish washing my face. We will see you in the next video back at home. Also too, I'll share in like my next video, which I'll also link down below, of all the things that I bought here in Salem and in Boston, just my little fun goodies. I don't know if I'll do like a whole separate video for that, but I feel like I got some really cute things, some really unique and specific things, especially here in Salem. There's one item in particular that I absolutely loved. I feel like in Boston I got something that I'm obsessed with, and then in Salem I picked something out that I'm obsessed with, so that'll be really fun. But thank you so much for watching the videos. Thank you for enjoying the series. Actually, the next video will be this entire series all put together in one for one big long video for you guys. But thank you again for watching. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor and give it a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Hit that subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.